This is the iMac late 2006. Clearly it's an old machine, but is it obsolete? This model was one of the first to feature an Intel Core 2 Duo CPU clocked at 2.16 GHz, 1 gig of RAM upgrade to 4 gigs on this particular one, and an NVIDIA GeForce 7300 GT for graphics acceleration. Additional features include the iSight camera on top and the slot-load DVD drive on the right side. The beautiful display features a resolution of 1920 by 1200, meaning it has the 19 by 10 aspect ratio, which was standard at the time of its release. This machine aged rapidly, and that's even more obvious when looking at the ports. On the back there are the main connectors, an audio jack and audio in, 3 USB 2.0, Firewire 400, Firewire 800 Ethernet, and a mini DVI. So spec-wise it's not up to date at all, but how does it perform in the real world? I ran a couple of real-life tests comparing it to my 2015 €500 PC, but I also tested how it performs when trying to do real-life tasks, like surfing on the web and watching videos. Due to this iMac not being mine, I currently only have one operating system, which is macOS X 10.6 Snow Leopard. Although you can install macOS X 10.7 Lion on this machine, I would not recommend it just simply because it's too hard to drive. You may install Windows, but for this video I wanted to keep it on the native Mac side. First I wanted to test the read and write speeds of the 250GB hard drive, but it turned out that Blackmagic disk speed test and other programs wouldn't even start. The CPU test of Cinebench R15 ran just fine, but the CPU produced a very bad score of 101 points. I ran the same test on my Intel Core i3 4170 and it scored 317 points. The OpenGL test included in Cinebench R15 also refused to start. The Geekbench 3 results showed a single core score of 1174 and a multi-core score of 2108. Web browsing worked quite well, but there was some massive stuttering and loading times were quite slow. 1080p movies were too much for the graphics card, but 720p played just fine. The only thing it's really fast enough for is office work, and that works just fine. So is this iMac obsolete? Yes, of course it is, but if you only use it for simple tasks it works just fine. But be aware that it's still quite expensive on the used market and just simply isn't worth the money it costs. If you have one, I recommend you sell it, and if you don't have one, then don't think about buying one for anything else than a collection or something similar. So that's it for today. If you liked it, then please click the like button. If you did not like it, then write a comment why, and see you on the next one. Or probably not in that case.